back to my channel, Martin Miracles, and I'm here today just to do a Q&A of who I am and, you know, all the great things that inspire me, and any questions for any beginner YouTubers or anyone that's just wanting to start something. So I wrote down a few questions to ask myself, and hold on just one second. Do you see this? I'm telling you, this seamoss mask and scrub that I'm doing is really defining my face. I don't look like a fat girl from the neck up. So who I am Jennifer Martin of Martin Miracles. I'm here to produce miracles in all its natural forms. What inspired you to start YouTube? My son always wanted to be a YouTuber, and I never really took him serious. And that's what this generation does. They watch YouTube. So just his pushing, saying, Mom, can I please be a YouTuber? And then starting my business and trying to use as many social media platforms as I could. YouTube seemed to be more feasible, and it shows my crafts and just my growth. So that's why I wanted to be a YouTuber, start YouTube and a business. What motivates me are my kids, my family, my husband, just people that I come in contact with that are always, for whatever reason, want to ask me questions. I'm like, I don't know. But with wisdom, you end up finding out that you know things that you never knew you knew. So thank God for that, for all the wisdom. You see yourself and brand in the next 6 months. I'm planning to roll out big branding and packaging. I'm working on that, trust and believe. I really believe in my product, and that's one of the things that got me to this point. So in the next 6 months, I plan to have a nice packaging with the logo and everything I need to sell you all the items that I'm enjoying and I want to share with everyone. Why is seamoss the base ingredient of my products? Seamoss is great for so many things. I can put a few things down in the description box, but it basically is composed of 92 minerals of the 102 that our body needs. It can be used for so many great things. Including your skin. And it's just time for us as a people and a culture to get back in tune with, you know, the medicines that are in the earth and not all these chemicals and these processed things. So seamoss is very essential. It's so useful. It's almost like marijuana, like hemp. It can be used for almost anything, and it's time to get people, make people aware of seamoss. Is there a theme for Martin's Miracles? A theme? I would say mostly love. All of my products will be homemade with love. Down to the prepping of my seamoss, it's just gonna be made with love. So that's my theme, love. Love is divine. When you find love, or when you learn to love yourself, so many things happen. So many things happen. Love is divine. Love never fails and is needed in this world that we're in. Love, a whole lot of love. Are you a health nut, a vegan, or a vegetarian? I wouldn't call myself a health nut because that's a bit extreme. I would love to be a health nut, don't get me wrong, but everything is a process. I have tried vegan. I have done raw vegan. Currently, I'm a vegetarian. But it's one of those things you have to really do your research and really be prepared. And that's one of the things that I love about seamoss, because I'm inspiring to be a vegan. I'm a vegetarian, but inspiring to be a vegan, that means no dairy, nothing, just straight up plants and fruits and herbs. sea moss possess so many things that people ask, well, what are you going to do about your protein? What are you going to do about your calcium? And sea moss has those things in it and much more. I would love to be a health nut. I'm sorry, I just love health, and it's so amazing. And once I can get my family on board, it'll be a lot easier. So I have a boy and a girl, 2 kids and a husband. And it's not always as easy to prepare meals separately from yourself. For the most part, they will eat the vegan meats, but again, I want to move away from processed. So it's a process. Just know it's a process. But in time, and with me incorporating sea moss, I believe I could do some things and get everybody in my house on board. What other content will your channel provide? I want to do mostly DIYs of skincare and other ingredients used with sea moss. For people that are asking me, how did I start to become a vegetarian? Maybe showing just some recipes of me prepping vegan meals or vegetarian meals with the processed fake meats. But you know, like I said, it's the process, and consciously being aware of the things that you want to put in your body. How often will I upload videos? I'm so spurred at the moment, and with being a wife, being a mother, and working, I find that my pattern of what I've seen so far is that I post between Thursdays and Sundays. Those are like my free days. Closer to the end of the week, I can kind of think a lot more about what my weekend plans are. During the week, it's kind of like hustle and go. So, you know, if I do a video in the middle of the week, it'll just be because I ain't have a lot to do that week. But always, always, always turn your notification bell on and you won't miss a beat, okay? What other products can we look forward to in the future? So as of now, if you haven't been following, I'm doing a mask, a sea moss mask. I'm doing a sea moss sugar scrub. I plan to do a moisturizer. I want to do some lock gel with the sea moss, some gummies. You know, whatever I do, I'm going to put my love and my twist on it. So it's going to be great. It's going to be miraculous. Just you wait. Inspirations for anyone thinking about starting a YouTube channel. I would say anyone out here wanting to start a YouTube channel, do not think you have to have everything right now. I'm literally using my phone. I do not have a Mac, as you can see. I edit everything on my phone. I recently purchased a tripod, but as a matter of fact, I didn't even purchase it. My job does these award points, and I went on the website and I said, let me find something useful, and boom, I looked up a tripod and I had enough points for it. But you know, I think with anything you start or anything you inspire, just start, and the universe will align you with all of the things you need. And that's basically what's been happening. And I'm okay with not having everything right now, because I feel like God uses you when you don't have anything, when you don't have nothing. And that's my testimony. I literally do not have anything. I have things, but it's not, you know, the professionals things and, you know, all what these other YouTube channels offer. Part of this process too. Don't compare yourself. Stop trying to compare yourselves amongst ourselves. Like, we all have a unique fingerprint. We all are peculiar in our own ways, and we need to just embrace our differences and be yourself. Love yourself enough to be yourself. Are you listening? Love yourself enough to be yourself. Are you listening? Love yourself enough to be yourself. Are you listening? And just start. Like, just start. Don't think you gotta have everything right now. Just start. And those are all the questions I have for myself. If you feel like I missed any, talk to me in the comment section. Ask me a question. Tell me what you want to see. For anyone that is interested in purchasing anything, I have 16 ounce sea moss gel. And I also have raw sea moss by the pound. So if you want to buy pounds, if you want to buy the gel, my facial products, I'm working on packaging, but those will be for sale shortly as well. I'll keep everyone posted. But for anyone that's just wanting to get the gel without any infused fruits or essential oils, you can actually use that gel for smoothies, for coffee, for soup, for tea. I put it in my hot tea. You can put it in oatmeal. My mom does that. You can use it for a facial. So if you get the 16 ounce, you will have multiple uses for it. Just, you know, if you plan to put it in different things, like if you plan to use it for your facial, set you some aside, keep it refrigerated. This is a live ingredient. Keep it refrigerated. It can last for about 3 to 4 weeks in the refrigerator, up to a year in the freezer. And if you purchase gel from me and you find yourself using it for something else, let me know so I can share it with the people. But it's very useful to use. Even putting it on your skin, you still get those nutrients that are in the sea moss. Follow me on Instagram, Martin Miracles, Martins_miracles. And if you want to shoot me an email, martinmiracles621@gmail.com. If you have any questions or comments, comment below. And if you're trying to figure out when I'll post another video, subscribe. Not to one, but to all. That way you'll get a notification every time I decide to post with all this miraculous goodness. But in the meantime, in between time, love yourself enough to be yourself.